Is it controversial to say the highlight of my trip to Japan was a sandwich? Now that I have sufficiently rage baited you, let me clarify that I have never been happier than when I was in Japan last October. My boyfriend took me on the trip to celebrate our 8-year anniversary, and for 2 weeks we got to ignore the stresses of everyday life and experience a culture that is a big part of some of our favorite TV shows and movies. The sights were beautiful, the lifestyle was refreshing, and the food, of course, was life-changing. Every meal was incredible. I think our favorite time was mealtime, but surprisingly, one of the simplest things ended up being one of my favorites. The famous convenience store egg salad sandwich. You know the ones. Tamago Sandos are everywhere. In Konbinis like 7-Eleven, Lawson's, FamilyMart. They're cheap, delicious, and somehow made me like egg salad after being a lifetime hater. This might sound dramatic, but I'm not joking. From the first bite, I made it my mission to learn how to make them myself, so there was one less thing for us to miss about Japan. The secret to these sandwiches, and really all Japanese food, is fresh, high-quality ingredients. In Japan, food quality is taken super seriously. In fact, something that really surprised me about Japan is it's totally okay to eat raw eggs. Once I learned that, I was having them added to every meal. The egg yolks there taste rich and they're this beautiful golden yellow. Don't worry, there's no raw eggs in this sandwich, but we do want to use the freshest, highest quality eggs we can. If you can, get them from a farmer's market or look for pasture-raised eggs at your supermarket. I know egg prices are crazy right now, but trust me, I've tested the different quality and it really does make a difference. And then there's the bread. Japanese milk bread, or Shokupan, is truly on another level. It's soft, fluffy, and slightly sweet. Check your local Asian grocery store, or even better, Google to see if you have a Japanese bakery near you. I'm lucky enough that I do. I did find a few recipes online on how to make it yourself at home, so I'll link one of those in the description, but just know I have not tried that myself yet. I've also seen some recipes online suggest that a soft bread like brioche makes a fine substitute, but personally, I think the milk bread makes the sandwich what it is. One of my favorite things about Japan that is impossible to miss while you're there is how deliberate everything is. Seriously, from how clean the streets are to how orderly everything is, and food presentation even at the convenience stores with things like this sandwich. So when making this at home, I really take the care to mash up the eggs finely so that I'm really getting that correct texture. For appearance and taste, let's be honest. Then we season, but not in the American way. Put away that garlic and onion powder. For this, we just need a tiny bit of sugar, salt, and pepper. Mix that up with Kewpie mayo, which again is so far superior to regular mayo, it's not even funny. Are you sensing a trend with these ingredients? The butter adds a protective layer to the bread to keep it from getting soggy, and adds a little extra salt. These sandwiches should have a perfect melt-in-your-mouth texture, and I didn't realize until making them myself that the butter was part of that magic. Don't skip this last step. We're cutting off the crust and cutting the sandwiches diagonally to really replicate that iconic look. This takes me right back to Japan. During our trip, we began almost every day and ended almost every night with a trip to our local konbini to pick up snacks. We would bring them back to our hotel or even just eat them on a bench and people watch. When people ask what was the most fun thing we did in Japan, it's simple moments like that come to mind. It kind of sounds silly, but we really loved just walking the streets, seeing the sights, shopping, and trying new food until our feet felt like they were going to fall off. And then waking up the next day and doing it all again. It was honestly a dream. I can't wait to go back. But until then, making recipes like this at home is my little way of keeping the memories alive. If you also love romanticizing life through food and travel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Let me know in the comments, I'm curious, have you ever tried one of these sandwiches? And if so, what did you think? And if you end up trying this, make sure to tag me on TikTok and Instagram at ForeverBecca. Until next time, sending you love.